Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
Nice.
Good to
Yeah,
meet
okay,
you
now
again.
cool. What's going on, dude?
Nothing much. My name is Renee with Metal Am Metal Island. Just for people watching, you're Daniel playing the band Pathology, death metal band. I mean, y'all are pretty brutal as fuck, man.
Thank you. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Of course, y'all got exciting stuff coming up. You got the Everlasting Plague coming out in November. I mean, the exciting stuff for you. Um,
hmm
I know. How is it for you? I mean, I believe this is your second album with Pathology, correct?
Yeah, it's the second one, at least with this current lineup that we have now.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's very exciting to be at this level with Nuclear Blast. It's something we didn't think was possible, but here we are. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who came up with the title of the Everlasting Plague? Is it kind of a play on what's going on right now or just a general
Yeah,
impression?
absolutely. Yeah, it's just, because that's a song title from one of the older albums. And I think Dave brought it up. One of us brought it up, kind of like we were joking around, and it was just like, like that would fit, like why don't we just do that? And hopefully COVID and all that stuff is not everlasting, but you never know, man. There's a lot of humans on Earth now, and I don't think we're through with this shit by,
No,
a long shot. So, yeah.
not at all. And we're always digging shit up. We're just like, causing more shit. Like I think it was a couple months back that I saw that they were digging into a glacier, like I don't know how many thousands of feet, and they discovered these other type of bacteria and stuff. I was like, what the fuck are you doing,
What?
man? Yeah, it's
That's
down
like
there for a reason.
holy shit. Yeah, no, that's like the movie The Thing. That's the first thing I thought of, dude. We find the alien species down there, dude, and we're fucked.
Yeah,
Like, oh, wow, that's crazy, man. Some ancient diseases are probably down there, dude. Like,
that's
that's
right.
crazy.
Yeah, they go
Yeah,
just poking the bear.
bad idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, crazy, crazy world, dude. We live in. It's fucking nuts.
So,
Yeah.
y'all do have two singles that have come out. I mean, they're both pretty brutal. From the comments that I see on YouTube, everybody's been very positive about all that stuff that y'all have released. When y'all get,
Yeah.
gets down to the singles, of course, with the new album, you're always like kind of hesitant. It's like, okay, which song are we gonna release that's kind of represent, what the album is gonna
Yeah.
sound like. So these two
Yeah.
songs that are out, is that a good representation of what the album's gonna feel like?
I would say so because it has both aspects of like, the first track that we released is like, one of the heaviest ones that's probably on the album. I mean, a lot of them are probably, of course, more like that, more like the brutal side of things. And then as Entrails Wither, the one that we just put out, that song was kind of an accident, to be honest with you, dude. I was thinking about that one, like the writing process, and I didn't mean for that shit to come out the way it did. It just kind of came together, and came out to be a really cool song. That song, I was like, like it's cool, it's melodic, but then like it's grown on me more and more as like it all came together, especially with that lyric video and shit. Like that's really cool. So
Yeah.
yeah, like yeah,
At least now you can understand the lyrics.
yeah, I know, yeah, like
You're
sing
reading
that, and
along with it.
that's my favorite part. I was like, oh, dude, that's super cool. Like heads on stakes. And I was like, that's gnarly. Yeah, Obi is awesome at that. Yeah, very
Yeah,
cool.
it's very cool. Now, for yourself, because this is your second album with Pathology, how do you feel that this kind of compares to Reborn to Kill?
Mm. I feel more mature about it. Yeah, to be honest with you, dude, because like with Reborn to Kill, we were new as a group, like as a band, and that was kind of like getting the feet wet. And this one is more, we just have more experience. It's like 3 years as a group, touring everywhere, and it was just more dialed in. Working together. So I think there's a big difference on this one,
Yeah.
which is really cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, does the whole band write together, or does everybody kind of work on parts and then bring it into a session?
Yeah, yeah. It's like we started the whole thing, dude, like right after COVID, man. Like we were on tour and shit was going down in March, like last year or whatever. And we had to cut it short, drive all the way back from New York. And then we were like, okay, well, what are we gonna do now? And then we started the writing process. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so yeah, it started at Dave's house and then we just started riffing out And then over the months, we just started putting the album together, like everybody putting in their input, writing. And we weren't doing much band practice. We're still not doing much band practice, which sucks. But we were working more at home and we were really able to get this to come together. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, I
Yeah.
guess, technology, of course, allows you to record at home. So I guess that made it a whole lot easier to you can just start recording stuff, send stuff back and forth.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. That's what we do. So like, like originally, yeah, we'd get together, kind of jam out. That's another thing with Reborn to Kill. Uh that's what the most of the albums like that. It was just kind of riffing out on the spot, which was like different for me. I was like, okay, let's try it. And it worked out pretty good. But this one we started the same way, but then with the more downtime, we could like perfect it more, at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now for yourself, when you pick up the guitar and says, okay, get into that writing session mode, do you happen to have like an idea that you're working with, or is it lyrics that are already kind of written, or like a mood or what you're feeling, and then you start playing?
Oh man, that's a good question. That's a really good question. It's just fucking life. It's just fucking life, dude. Everything that goes into it, man. I mean, it's like you hear the idea and then things come out of you didn't even know were there, which is crazy. It's just like entrails. Like, dude, I didn't expect that shit. I was just like, yeah, it's a cool riff, and then like you start adding the layers, and like you start thinking about tour and the COVID and just and everything, dude. And it just kind of comes out of you, weird stuff from like your past, like you wouldn't even think of. And I don't know, that's kind of the cool part about being an artist like that. You kind of, you know, pour that shit out into your music, which is amazing.
Oh yeah, for sure. I remember when I was younger. I mean, way back in the day, few decades back, I used to play,
Yeah.
mess around with the guitar, and I totally understand to where whatever you're feeling throughout that day or week, month, or
Mhm.
whatever, you can just start playing and you just let it all out, man.
Yeah, exactly, dude. You're like it's like we're like sponges for fucking life, you know what I mean? And then when you get into that creative process, all that stuff you absorbed over the years, over your whole fucking life, it
Yeah,
comes out, and you're like, whoa, where did that come from? I didn't even know that was there,
yeah.
but
Time,
it's
time out.
there. Yeah, that shit is there. It doesn't forget, dude. It never goes away. So
Yeah,
it's weird, man. Yeah,
yeah.
it's totally weird.
Now, for yourself also, I mean, because I know some guitarists try to do write a little bit differently when they're writing riffs, and then try something differently when they're writing the lead work. Do you work that way yourself to try to do every lead in each song differently to where it's its own piece by itself?
Good question. I say the leads, like, okay, so first there's the foundation, which is the riffs, just like the heavy stuff, right? And then we're gonna put the layers, like little like accents and octave chords and just atmosphere, right? And then like the final layer is the solos, typically. I mean, sometimes it's not in that order, but typically it's in that order,
Yeah,
So I say the solos for last, and that's kind of like the tattoo work, it's like that's like the the final whites and the highlights, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like that. So
yeah. After
yeah,
you've been there for hours.
exactly. Yeah, it's like a tattoo process. Like you can see, we're all the whole band's tattooed. So it's just like like you're doing your color first, and it's the stuff that really makes it pop at the end.
Yeah, yeah. Is there any times that because you are working as a four piece,
Yeah.
do you does that come across in mind for when the lead part is going to come into the song, uh, or do you don't think about that and just go for it?
Kind of just go for it, dude. Yeah, kind of just go for it. Like if it needs, it's weird, man. I think we've been doing this shit for so long. Like we can hear it. Like we can hear a riff and be like, nah, something needs to go over that. Yeah, solo there. Like Dave will say it even, or I'll just hear it in my head. Usually we agree like on the same spot. I'll be like, yeah, no, that's definitely a solo section.
Yeah.
So, and that's kind of how it happens. So,
Yeah. You
yeah,
mentioned that this COVID time, of course, I mean, it gave everybody a plethora of time to kind of work on their albums and stuff. Because of
yeah.
that, did you feel like you try to do anything differently, like experiment with like different types of say, different types of picking styles or just different types of genres because of different backgrounds, and then kind of bring that in?
Kinda. When it comes to the writing process for me, dude, like God, I don't know. It's a good question. I try to just kind of feel it in my head. Like I gotta hear it, and then whatever I'm hearing in my head, I'll try different things. Sure, I'll try different things. Like because I'm using Reaper at home, so I'm recording riffs, and like I'll do like there's some parts where I just get stuck on it, and I'll do like 15, 20 different versions. And it's like, now delete, sucks, get it out of here. We'll go melodic, we'll go heavy. No, it's not working.
Yeah,
And then like you kind of find that you usually let it sit, like you got to sleep on it. And then like when you come back to it and be like, okay, why don't you try this? But yeah, I don't really do that intentionally though. It's
right.
like, it just kind of, it's more organic, I guess. Like I'm not going out of my way to be like, no, I want to sound like this shit. Right. I mean, sometimes I guess, but not very often,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, for fans that once they are able to, pick this album up in November, is it something to where you feel that it should be listened to front to back to get like a whole general feel, or do you feel like you can kind of skip around and every song is gonna be fucking solid?
I think every song's going to be solid, but the way that we arranged it, we put like all the ass kicking songs up front. Like that's no, like literally, it's like they're all like just fucking gnarly for the first half, and then it kind of like slows down. It's like, oh shit, we're getting tired or something. But which I notice a lot of albums do. But I
Yeah,
think that's what it is, man. Everybody always puts their heaviest shit up front, and then you just kind of play it out. But my favorite tracks are definitely, I mean, they're all really good. There's some good melodic ones at the end, though. It's just kind of different. So,
yeah, yeah. It's like trying to
yeah,
pick your favorite child.
yeah, yeah. It's like, I don't know. I got some favorites, dude. Like, I do, but I don't know. Yeah, I love them all. So,
Yeah. And for the artwork on the album, luckily, with metal bands, you can always, depend on them to make some creative artwork. So for this album artwork, did y'all have any ideas that you put out to the artists, or you just let them have free reign?
now we gave them that idea. It didn't, I mean, it didn't turn out it never does. It's never like how you envision it in your head.
Yeah,
But we kind of gave them an idea of like a post apocalyptic, the world has gone to complete shit, zombies everywhere. And then Parr, he's done every pathology record for like ever, like most of them, I think, maybe except for a couple. And so he just knew what to do. He was like, no problem, I got you.
yeah,
And then 2 weeks later, maybe less, we got, the sketches, and it was like, okay, we got some here. So
yeah.
that was pretty cool. Yeah.
That's good. Now, just getting to know you a little bit uh, for yourself, have you always played a guitar, or have you tried other instruments too?
Yeah, guitar's been like my main thing since I was like 15.
Yeah,
I've tried other things. Like when I first started, dude, like I was jamming with this kid that was way better than me, right? And embarrassed the fuck out of me. So I played bass. I
yeah,
was like, it's just you do guitar, dude. Like I can't do it, man. So he played bass, and that was like my first, like that was when I was like 16 or something, dude. And but no, over like when I really took it seriously, yeah, guitar for sure. That was just my thing.
yeah. What were
Yeah.
some kind of like really influential bands for you that like, shit, yeah, I want to do this too?
No, dude, Metallica started everything, man.
Oh
Of
yeah,
course.
yeah,
Yeah, I was 10 years old when I first heard Metallica, dude. I remember my friend, one of my best friends, gave me a mixtape, dude, of Inner Sandman and Queen song. I don't remember the Queen song, and then because I don't really like Queen, I still don't like Queen. I really don't. But I remember as a kid, I was 10 years old, and I was like, dude, that changed my life. I was like, fuck yeah.
yeah.
And then like Queen, I was like, nah, get that out of here, dude. Like I want to hear the heavy stuff. And since I was a little kid, though, it's weird when you can be a kid, things click with you when you're young. It's real weird.
Oh yeah, there's just certain types of music that you just gravitate to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Like I've always liked horror and monsters and just like the dark side since I was a kid, which is weird. It's like, why would I don't know. It's just people are just naturally kind of drawn to that shit for some reason.
yeah.
Past lives or something. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I grew up watching horror movies as a kid. I grew up
Yeah.
listening to like, I mean, I'm a few decades older than you probably, but I grew up
What?
listening
Oh,
to, the AC/DC, Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath, all that through the whole
yeah.
thing,
Fuck
and I've
yeah.
tried listening to other styles of music, but I'm just like, no, it just like turn that off. I cannot stand it. There's just some types of music that's
Yeah.
like, nope, I can't do it. Doesn't matter
Yeah.
what it is. It's just nope, metal's for me.
Yeah, I know, dude. Like I think mine I just can't do country. I just
Oh,
can't fucking do I never in all the years. Like, dude, like if I'm not feeling like super brutal and like yeah, like of course like I'm gonna listen to some softer stuff, but like I can't do country and I can't do pop music for the most yeah. 80s pop maybe? Cause that's kind of fun. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, but I don't know, man. Yeah,
oh,
but country no.
yeah, I know. I feel I live in South Texas, so when
Oh cool.
yeah, when concerts started to happen, I'm like, okay, fucking finally, shit started to
Cool.
happen. But then all
Yeah.
the bands are bringing down here, it's like country bands. Like, what the fuck, man? And it's these
And you
bands
know
that are here like every fucking month. It's the same fucking band. It's like,
really?
yeah. And but they
Uh-huh.
bring them down here because they sell out the whole venue or whatever. But it's like,
Yeah,
man,
that's why.
it's just boring. It's like waiting forever. Then we're gonna have Anthrax and Phil Anselmo come down last month,
Nice.
and that got
Cool.
canceled because supposedly safety concerns. But then, like 2 days later, they had some country music player play
What?
it. Yeah, I was like, okay,
That's
so
weird,
COVID
man.
wasn't a concern for that show, but it was for the other one.
Yeah, that's so weird, dude. And that's why we're such in a weird time right now, like thinking about like us getting back on the road, it's like we're hopeful,
Yeah,
but like people are booking shit just like that. And it's like, all right, cool. And then the next thing you know, sorry, it's not gonna work out.
yeah, and
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah.
I seen some of it. I forgot who I was talking to earlier this week, and some of it's kind of dependent, and unfortunately, is from the pre-sale tickets. And some people are like, kind of, yeah, they're like, well, pre-sale is not selling well enough, so then the venue will say, well, it's not working out or whatever, as opposed to beforehand, you know, you buy the ticket, the show is going to make, it's not going to get canceled because of a pandemic. And now,
Wow.
people are kind of hesitant. It's like, do I buy this ticket? Unknown if this show's going to make, it may get canceled and whatever else may come up.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's a weird time
Yeah.
for sure.
Makes sense, but like it sucks, like
Oh yeah,
that's it makes sense. I get it. They don't want to lose money, but
yeah,
wow. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah,
yeah.
it's crazy stuff.
So I
Yeah.
know the most of the band is located in California. I mean, I'm assuming you're in California too.
Yeah, in San Diego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have there shows started popping up over there that you've been able to attend?
Yes. There has been a handful, and the one me and the rest of the guys, we went to Black Dahlia Murder,
Oh hell yeah,
and
man!
yeah, after the burial, Carnifex,
And
fucking
Rivers
that
as
was
well.
Rivers. Yeah, dude, that was awesome. That was my first show back since this all started.
Oh yeah.
Fucking yeah, of course it was sold out,
Oh
and yeah, it was cool. It was really good.
yeah.
Yeah.
That whole lineup. I think a lot of their shows have sold out on that tour.
Yeah, oh yeah, I think so. Yeah. I
Yeah.
see it every night because I'm following those dudes and it's just like another sold out show and it's just like that's how you do it. That's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Everybody's itching to get back out there. Fans. I'm sure you noticed it. Fans are fucking going bananas, man, in the pit.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It was awesome. So that gives me hope. Like when we get back on the road, I hope, that energy and excitement is still there. I
Oh
would
yeah.
imagine it is,
It
but
is.
I don't
Yeah,
know. Yeah.
because as musicians and then as fans too, we know how I guess we're not going to take it for granted anymore. We're not going to be, it's like, well, maybe next time we'll catch them or whatever. Now it's like, please, okay, you're there, we're going to go too.
It's a good point, dude, because you never know when this shit's gonna clamp down again, or it'll be a new one, a new virus or something. Like, I don't think we're done with this probably for the rest of humanity, dude.
Oh no.
Like, nah, like viruses are nothing new. This has been going on since the beginning,
Right.
and it'll be going on. Now there's just so many humans, dude. Like, it's fucking crazy. It's weird times we're living in.
Yeah, it's just it'll be like every year, okay,
Yeah,
the
I
flu,
think
the
so.
vaccine, okay, every year we got a different version of whatever vaccine to come out.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen in the long run, but hopefully we can still play shows. And I mean, it's going now, which is for the most part, so that's good.
Yeah. And talking
It's got
about
to hang
shows,
in. Hmm.
Any possibility? Are y'all gonna start planning anything for fall or maybe spring 2022?
Spring 2022.
Yeah.
That's the plan. We got a good one in the works, but I don't think I'm allowed to say anything
Oh,
yet.
that's yeah, I understand totally.
Yeah. But I mean, if it happens, it's going to be a good welcome back to, rocking out. But so we got that, and hopefully Europe is being talked about.
Yeah,
And I think May, something like that. So there's some awesome stuff in the works. But again, it's like, it's talk because,
yeah.
like, yeah, it sounds good, but we'll see when we actually get closer.
Right, right.
So,
Yeah, we can
yeah,
just keep our fingers crossed and do
fingers
everything we
crossed.
can, to try to stay safe
Let's,
and tour
yeah,
smart.
what else can we do?
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
that's it. Yeah, just hope for the best. So,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, it should be.
So I know that you do have those couple singles that are out. Is there a possibility? More than likely, I would think there's going to be another single before the release.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's November
Yeah.
19th, so you still got about a month and change.
Mm. There might be two others.
Yeah. Any
One is for sure. One is for sure. Another one is up in the air.
Yeah.
We're waiting. We're waiting for it to be finished. And I don't want to say anything against. Yeah, it's
That's all
complicated,
right.
but I hope we
That's all
get.
right.
Listen, I hope we get it. You know what I mean? Like, but one is for sure coming out. Yeah, which
Yeah.
is pretty cool.
Cool.
Yeah,
As there are you any chances of you doing like a playthrough or some of the guitar work of some of the songs?
yeah. That we've already have. Like, we got a Dave did a playthrough. And I think Ricky and I we have the playthrough coming out next week, the 30th. Dude, that's this week. I don't even know
That
what day it is,
oh
dude.
shit, that's tomorrow, dude.
That's tomorrow?
Yeah.
What? It shows you my state of mind, man. Yeah, I guess we got a playthrough coming out tomorrow.
There you
So,
go.
yeah, news to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fuck,
Very
that's cool. Yeah, I really like that one. Like, it's of intros, and it just turned out fucking cool, man. It's really cool.
yeah, very cool.
So,
For
yeah.
yourself, when you for your guitar gear, do you get like pedal crazy and sound effects and plugins and all that, or you just keep it simple?
Mm. Keep it simple. I am using an Axe 2. I love it, but I'm going to upgrade to the XFX 3 because they have better everything. Why not? But that's like, dude, a work in progress, you know.
Yeah.
They're not giving out anything for free.
Oh,
Let's just
for
say
sure.
that, dude. Fuck no, they're not, dude. I got to work for that one.
Yeah.
Uh, so that's the plan, dude. But yeah, my Axe effects, dude, like one thing, I had somebody help me out, like a professional help me out how to set it up. And at the end of the day, it's just like you have a digital pedal in front of it. Oh, I do have the Fortin 33, like a real one, not a digital one, that I
Yeah.
put in front of the Axe effects, and that just puts it over the top, dude. It's a monster. So, but yeah, it's just in the Axe effects though, it's just like a little overdrive, the amp, no cab sim, good to go. That's it. Maybe a little noise gate, and then a solo channel is a little more fancy, but nothing crazy, dude. No,
Yeah.
you can get lost in that shit. People like it's awesome, but I don't know. I don't really try to get lost in it.
You're right. I've seen some pedal boards like it looks like a fucking spaceship console.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, you're putting more time in figuring that shit out than actually playing the damn guitar, dude. Like, come on. But some, like everybody's got their style. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
So it's
sure.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
can't knock it. I mean, as long as they're producing good music, what the fuck does it matter?
Exactly. Yeah, dude. Like it's the end result that matters. So it's cool.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So, we talked about quite a bit of stuff, before we finish up. If you would suggest anything for fans, what can they do to kind of help Pathology out right now?
Uh, just keep listening to it. And pre-orders because here's the thing. Like we have this album coming out late November, and we can't tour on it, which is sucks. It sucks, man, because those first week sales, record labels like they look at that, like it's kind of everything. They're like, "How'd you do on your first week sales?" Now on Reborn to Kill, we had a tour based on the release, and it was awesome. We saw the results, like people were coming. Like it was really cool. We did good, and we can't do that on this one. So the best thing you can have, not just Pathology, but any band with an album coming out, is just buy their stuff,
Right.
because those CD sales, I know everybody streams. I got Spotify, I use it, but like it doesn't help anybody, and buying a t-shirt helps, but really that first week of buying the music, is everything in the business
Right.
aspect of it. It's kind of outdated, unfortunately. It's just like because not a lot of people buy CDs, but it's just that's the way it is right now. So,
Right. That ensures that you're able to, that the record label sees, okay, this is a band that produces. We're going to keep them
yes.
around. We're going to still spend money into
Yes.
them, put money into them, and promote them.
Yeah.
I get it, man. You got to make it,
You're,
work somehow.
everybody's on a trial period. That's life, not just music, but fucking everything.
Yeah.
And so like, yeah, dude, you got to produce. So that's how it is in the music business. You got to produce in that first week.
Yeah.
Really makes a difference. So I don't know that how that's going to go this time without touring. It really sucks.
Yeah.
But
And I know you may have said it, I don't know if you said it in a serious manner, but you just said that everybody's in a trial period. That's some serious shit, man. Because
oh
if
yeah,
you look at it, that's
yeah,
true. I mean, holy fuck, dude.
yeah. Doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be music. Like,
Yeah.
dude, like I work
Life.
plenty of call centers, dude. Like if you don't produce, you're fucking fired. You know what I mean? Like that's how the world works.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's tough, man.
That's
Yeah, it's really
crazy.
tough. So yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah. So before, I mean, I appreciated the chat here. Before we finish up, Dan, anything else that you want to send out to fans, what to kind of look out for? We've covered a lot of stuff, but anything else
I
before we
know.
finish up?
Just keep supporting and listening to like just keep supporting metal, dude, and don't give up. Things like if it seems like things are fucked up and I don't know, because I'll be honest, there's a lot of stuff like in my personal life that's upside down right now, dude. And like I play guitar in Condemned too, and we lost Ryan this year, our bass player, and
Oh, I'm sorry
you
to hear.
know, yeah, yeah, it was horrible, dude. And I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It's just like don't give up, and just try to keep going. You know,
Yeah.
we'll get through this together. I know that's cheesy, dude, but it's true. We will.
Yeah.
The
I
metal
mean,
community.
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. I mean, it's a big metal family. We have to lean on each other when we need to and be there for each other.
yeah. That's all it's all about. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, Daniel. Well, again, man, I appreciate the time. I wish you the best. And once the release comes out, you know, I always try to tell people if you're able to buy the stuff, buy it from the band directly. That way, we know it goes directly to
Yeah.
you. Share
Yeah.
the shit out of it on social media because it doesn't cost us a fucking dime to do that.
Yeah.
It
Exactly.
gets thrown in those algorithms, and the more people get to know about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Everybody's looking at those numbers too, like how many likes and how many plays, and it
Yeah.
all it all matters, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. So
All right,
cool.
Danny. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. You take care.
Yeah, you too, man. That was really cool.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thanks. Later.